Hello, hello. It's 1:22 in the morning. How you doing? Let's have a little snack. I was almost asleep. Then, hey, hello. How you doing, guys? Good evening. It's like 1:22 at my house. Hey, Miss Day, how you doing, girl? I haven't talked to you in such a long time. Thank you, TikTok, for having blocked me for the next month. So I'm here. I'm having a little bedtime snack. I had a good cry, a little healing session for myself, scrolling TikTok, and now it's food time before going to bed. Hey, is the water like all? I just saw a video on TikTok about like floods. Are you guys okay? Is your house fine in Vegas over there? Let me just get my toast. I'm just gonna get my toast. I'm gonna have some butter, and then we're gonna have some caramel today. Oh, good! It's really hot. Nice. Just like you, the world is your mirror. So obviously, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Hey, I still use those purses that you sent me. I still love them very much. The little one, I use it every day. Mwah! Then I'm gonna have some caramel, and I have some Nesquik powder, chocolate powder. That's my go-to. I usually go on TikTok. I usually do my lives, like my live show Monday to Friday, but it's been a week now that it's somebody saw my daughter in my life and reported it and said, oh, underage. And so until September, I am blocked. And I appealed it. They said, okay, send us a picture of you and your passport with this code. I sent a picture of my passport with myself like this. And they said, yeah, that's not you on the passport. I was like, what the actual F? Like, seriously? That's me. Like, how else can I prove to you it's me? Anyway, I didn't even send them the message. And I said, you know what? I'm taking this as the universe, as a plan. Yeah. I said, you know what? The universe is a plan for me. So now, since then, I decided to keep my kids from going to school. So now they're gonna homeschooling. I sent the letter today to the government and the school saying I'm choosing homeschooling my kids. My house actually have to move by the end of October, so I don't know where I'm going yet. We'll see. I believe God has a plan for me. I don't know what that plan is, but now we're moving blindly as to what's going on. But I had an idea. Maybe until October, since I still have the house until the end of October, I might do a road trip with my kids. I like to go to California, so maybe I could stop. I don't know if it's on the way, but hey, salut! Maybe I could stop in Los Angeles with the girls, and we could come and see you. You could be our place to stay when we're in Los Angeles. Comment ça va, Kessia? Good. It's gonna bring a lot of. I'm saying freedom. Feels like everything's gonna come at the same time, but I don't know what's going on. So money is going down, and now it's like, well, okay, I'm not sending them to private school this year. Strip pas trop. And I'm like, I'm okay with that because I was not gonna send them like with the bus anyway this year. C'était peurant. Moi ça va, c'est moi le fantôme dans la maison. Dis-toi que c'est des hommes qui sont là pour te protéger. Mais mon chien, il me voit là. Hey, salut! But yes, I decided, you know what? Like when when my kids were babies, I did some Montessori at home, and I was not gonna send them to daycare. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. And so now I'm kind of like, I see the universe as bring me, because now we have a lot more freedom, right? If we like by doing a little bit of acting here and there, we can actually just travel anywhere and do that. So also if I do some coaching or conferences. Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. 20 years, that's a long time. Oh, Princess, no. That's a long time. I have a feeling I'm getting my man very soon. There's that feeling that's, I don't know, an inner knowing, I think. Like, okay, God, now I'm going to be in the energy of receiving, so. Oh, my oldest daughter is 8 years old, too. Hi. Stop it. Puppy saying, I want some food, too. He gets my breast. There you go. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Comment va ta journée aujourd'hui? Autre que tes fantômes. Autre que les fantômes. Oh, so good. Encore? Ah. Oh yeah, yep. Well, that's why I'm like, until October I still have an address at this house, so I think we're gonna do a little road trip. Because now the girls don't have school, right? I'm the one teaching, and I will be using some books anyway. Because I know I still like books, and right, we like to pretend that we're playing school. But I'm thinking very heavily in driving to LA with the girls. Spend some time there. I do have friends that live there, and I mean, there's a part of me that's like, à cause hey, tu fais ce que tu as besoin, hein? So there's a part of me like I manifested, like, I mean seriously, in May. Wow, c'est un peu loin. C'est un peu loin, 45 minutes à 1h30. Ferme tes yeux, là. Mets-toi une méditation, là, sur YouTube. Là, moi, mes filles, on met de la méditation. Focus-toi là-dessus. Laisse ton chat s'occuper des fantômes, les chasses. T'es correct. So in May, the owner of the house said that he was taking the house back because his dad is coming from China. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. No, I don't know if it was like a fun response or whatever. I'm just like, no, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool, because I know the universe doesn't remove something unless it has something greater to give me. So I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me know. And the guy was super stressed, and it's like, we really want to help you, and sorry, my dad is coming, and like, no worries. I see this as God, as something better in plan for me. And so my manifestation of moving that I was manifesting for a while, I'm like, I'm going to LA and stuff, right? I literally have no contract or anything. I even canceled our agent. We had an agent in Los Angeles, the girls and I, and yeah. Then I'm like, you know what? Their work contract is expired, and I still didn't renew it. And now, like, there was a strike or something at the time when it started, and so they're like, well, it was a writer's strike, and they're like, well, now, like, take time to update your resume and all of this. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, honestly, there's a reality I already am. We already are these people that agents and producers come and ask us, right? Hey, We don't even need to audition. Actually, I got my first role this week that I didn't need to audition for. The guy, he contacted me. Hey, the girl can't make it. She got into an accident. You want to make it? I'm like, sure. No, stop it. Anyway, so now I'm like, okay, the house, I got 6 months to move. And I'm like, and have connections. Yeah, I do have connections. And, but yeah, that's exactly. One of the teacher that I have that I work with is a casting director. I mean, Emmy nominated casting director after all. And I once a year I take a class, I take a course with him and on Zoom. And now it was like he was offering in-person session last month and this month. And I was like, ooh, that'd be cool, right? I want to take one of the spot in person. So I'm like, you know what? Oh, and I'm like, also at one point he did send a message saying, hey, if you want, like, I'm looking for these characters. I didn't sign up because, you know, you need to be in LA and being there. But I'm like, if I go for like, spend a month there, go with a friend. I got a couple friends. I'm sure they would love to host me. Like, they would love to. I'll manifest that. Otherwise, I'm bringing a tent and we're going camping. I don't care. I'm looking at like campers on Marketplace on Facebook. And I'm like, you know what? That'd be really cool. And just be there on vacation. And who knows, maybe we're gonna, since we're gonna be there, I can just say yes to some of the auditions and stuff because we're gonna be there. And because for me, I'm like manifesting, okay, a house, manifesting maybe a husband, like the how, because again, the how is not my business to figure it out. I'm just now American, right? I gotta go with I'm American, I'm a California girl, I already am this person, and the how doesn't matter. Is it through a husband who's American? Is it through a contract from a movie, from a coaching, whatever, right? So I'm like, oh, it would be nice to be hired by someone, right? Even a movie or something, just to move and have that legally able to work in the US. But with acting, since I would be there for a vacation, I can still legally work. I just get my stuff in Quebec, right? I just get them for my taxes. It's in Quebec. Because when I'm here, if I get paid there, I just get paid in US and still have to declare it. And my girls, they do have their valid work permit in the entertainment business. So they can work legally in the US, in California. And since and I know like for TV shows, they have like on set, they have tutors. And so, I mean, I just give them stuff to be. Yes, and I'm still, my brain is still figuring out ways. Right before I decided to do homeschool, I was like, but I want to have the money to send them to private school again, and I couldn't see the money coming in. I still don't have clients, coaching business. But I'm like, you know what? If I'm not the coach, if I'm an actress who lives in LA, money's not coming from clients. Money is not coming from clients. So like, stop asking the universe for this one, right? I'm like, I want this. Like we have all of this. So, but I'm starting to be more open to like, okay, if you can imagine, it's already done. So it's done. You just gotta accept that it's done. That I live already in California. And like, and there's like just so much evidence of it already, right? Because now it's to go without knowing, right? The day I signed a contract saying, okay, September 1st, I start, blah, blah, blah. Here you are doing this show or you're hired for September 1st. Until September 1st, I literally am not working. I just have a contract that says, oh yeah, you are hired and you're coming, right? It's official. Well, now I'm doing in my head, it's official. I'm going to California, right? Without having signed a real paper, but the paper is just to feel safe. I get to give myself that safety within myself. So this is why when you said, okay, I'm taking the house back, I'm like, oh my God, girls, we can officially say that we're moving, right? If I had no plans on moving out, like I was imagining it, but not taking any actions for it, because it's still a very awesome neighborhood here. And so now the universe is pushing me to go away and to manifest, right? And so I'm like, oh my God, what do we want for our next house? And then I said, oh, I'm gonna wait before I pack my stuff. I said, because the high roller that I am, she just hires a bunch of guys and like the movers, and they're gonna pack for me. But then, I mean, like 6 months is still long, and when I'm ready to move, I'm ready to move. Like, I actually find it a little long. I don't want to be here until the end of October. I would like to be able to move. I'd like to make the step to move myself before that. But it's like, now I'm seeing the universe as my partner, right? My divine partner who's a leader, who makes decision and just surprises me without me knowing the plans. It's like, honey, let me handle the details. You enjoy packing and organizing, have fun with that, right? Because now I have fun like organizing. Okay, well, this I'm keeping, this I'm giving away, and just cleaning a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff that I have that I don't want anymore, which is a good cleanup, and I'm enjoying that. I'm not in a rush. Yes. And so in the past, when I moved, I would move within a week. I was packed and gone. Like when I moved in this house, I decided like the Monday I found a place to live. Within the Friday, I was gone. Yes, well, purging, it's all about the old energy and stuff. Like, okay, there's stuff that I don't need to take in the next place, and what's my dream life like? What do I want, right? And there's stuff it's broken, I'm gonna get rid of. But it felt so good because there's a lot of stuff I had in this house. Hey, Mary! I had in this house, there was a lot of stuff. Like, it's a smaller house, but I had so much stuff that I never used, because for me, it was like, oh, I'm gonna have people over for dinner. I never had people over for dinner, so I had stuff for like 20 people with never having anyone over, right? I used to host dinner parties at my house when we lived in Timmins. Mary Dizer was there, but we did invite you to a dinner party once, or lunch with the boys. And but yeah, so now I emptied my buffet, I emptied everything I didn't use. I'm like, wow, actually there's a lot of space in my cupboard. Like, I don't need the little teacups in my dishes set, but I had a full thing full of teacups. I'm like, oh, that took a lot of space for nothing. There was a lot of fillers. But there's stuff that I use, like I want to keep, like in my dream house I would have a place for all these nice dishes, or the dishes that fit for for dinner parties. But until then, like right now for my little house, right now it's like just a little not needed. So it's good to be packing, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna start packing. And now I'm manifesting things for packing. So I said, oh, that was 2 weeks before July 1st. I said, I'm gonna go and pack. I'm gonna go and buy, hey James, I'm gonna go and buy some moving boxes. So I checked on Marketplace. People were selling them for $25. I'm like, oh Marie-Ève, don't be ridiculous. In 2 weeks, it's July 1st in Quebec. Everybody's moving. Everybody's gonna have a bunch of boxes to give away for free. So I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna cancel. I'm not gonna go. So I wait 2 weeks, especially that I was not in a hurry to leave, right? And so I found someone who had boxes a couple days before July 1st, and I went and got them on the Friday. And I called someone else because I said, oh, it'd be cool. On one of my live, it was the Thursday before I picked up the boxes. I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to get the boxes. And it got me in an excited state, because the goal was to be on an excitement state. I could easily pay someone to pack my stuff, but now the goal is just to raise my vibration. And so packing was something very exciting for me. I'm like, I love packing. Arrête, princesse. No. Okay. So I manifested the box, and then I said, oh, I can start first of all packing my wine glasses. I don't drink wine, but I got a set of like 20. And I said, oh man, I don't have paper to pack them. I guess I'm gonna have to go and buy some. But in the morning of me going to pack to get the boxes, I asked another lady for other boxes, and I went and pick it up. She had a bunch of amazing, pretty boxes, all nice and folded, and she had 2 big boxes of paper, wrapping paper for the cups. I'm like, oh my god! I got the boxes, I got the paper, and then on the weekend I was looking at on the marketplace again just to see what else I could need, and it's like, ooh, wardrobe box, the one that has a pole and you can put your stuff in. And I said, oh, I'm not gonna pay for that. And then on Monday I go and get another batch of boxes, bunch of little boxes that are not matching. But out of this pile there were 3 wardrobe boxes. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome, right? I asked for it and I got it. I asked for it and I got it. So I'm like, am I manifesting a free house in Los Angeles right now? I know, like these are just little things. And also my pile of paper was kind of going down, and I got a pack of paper, and then I went and got some more new boxes a week or 2 after. I still have some in my garage, but when I see nice boxes online, I'm like, ooh, let me go and get some. And then I took down all my frames from my wall, and I'm like, I don't have boxes that will fit. I guess I'm gonna need to find some boxes that are pretty big and just. And then that day I went and picked up a bunch of boxes. They were like still nice. Some were very large, like, but they're just like flat. And I said, oh my god, I know. Like the next day I removed the frames, and the next day there was these boxes and big boxes. And what I did is I kept them flat, and I just put the frames in and I tape the openings at the top and the bottom. So I have like flat boxes. But they're just regular boxes I just kept flat. And I'm like, oh my god. So now I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna need a TV box. What else? But so far, all the boxes that I'm manifesting, I take something out, it's perfect for it. I'm like, oh my god, it's just like, fits like a puzzle like that. It's quite interesting, I'll say. Yeah. And now with TikTok, that is down for a month. Things like grieve wise, because usually I won't come here every night, but I won't come here every day either. But usually I would spend my day on TikTok. I would like do my live on TikTok, do my dishes, my laundry, do my things. And now in the past, so last week my daughters were home, and this week they're at summer camp. And I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Well, tomorrow I have a podcast tomorrow with someone. I guess on someone's podcast. I'm going to open a business account and ask for a loan. You know, I'm like, I use enough of my money for my business. Now let's have a loan. Oh, and by the way, if you buy stuff on Amazon, you're in the US, I don't know if that works, but on Amazon.ca, I have a link. So if you know any Canadian who want to buy from Amazon, send them to my link. I get commission out of it. But it got me like to not always be here and always be with people and just be with myself. So I had a lot of crying, a lot of releasing. My girls went to a grief camp last weekend for children, a grieving children camp, and I had a lot, man. On the Friday, I brought my kids on the Friday morning. And as they were leaving the bus, they left, and I was like, crying with the other mom. Leaving our kids for the weekend. Man, it was the first time in many years that they had not slept at home. And I was okay. The Friday, I went to eat breakfast with the mom. And then I went home. What did I do? I think I took a nap. But then I got myself out because I had a gift card from the restaurant, from 2-3 years ago. I'm like, ooh. Let me use the gift card today. They did. Oh, that's interesting. But if you're just suspended, not banned, did you send them a message? At one point I had to send them a message because I'm like, okay, I got clicks and nobody's buying. Yeah, why would they? I don't know. You want more toast, my pup? But you should send them just send them an email, especially I don't know how long it's been, but at one point I had people clicking and people buying, but I was not making commission. And like, oh well, if it's on can they not just put it back? How that make you feel to match to your vibration? People click on the link, and I had $3.44 in the past month. Bam! 2 days I had a low peak of a sale. Other than that, nothing. So there's a lot of frustration because I also paid someone, like I paid $6,000 for them to show me the skills of it. And it's been 3 months and I'm still not seeing, I mean, $3.44. It is results. Say thank you for the money coming in. Thank you. But it's like, it's just very frustrating. Like I put all this effort and energy and not seeing the work yet. Oh, nice. Well, we gotta start somewhere, right? Let's hype ourselves up. We gotta start somewhere. And you know, if it's just suspended, so it's your vibration that's on a different frequency, right? If Amazon, maybe we're meant for more. If we're meant for more, I have no clue. I really have no clue. But you want me to help you on that one, emotion-wise, and see if we can remove the suspension that you gave yourself? Because you gave yourself a suspension. I don't know why. We create our reality from our vibrational state. But for me, at one point, like, yes, I'm like, oh, I was the one clicking on the link and buying, but because it was me buying from my link, it didn't give me sales. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. But for me, I had sent an email one time. Say, okay, I don't know what's going on. And they did message me back. So they should message you back. It's interesting. Interesting. But how are you doing? I see a lot of beautiful pictures. Sometimes I can just scroll in. Do t-shirts for what? I tried merch because I wanted to do some merch, and I sent them a request for merch and it said no, and then you can't reapply ever again. If you are refused for merch on Amazon, you cannot reply ever again. Like, what the fuck? You excited about coaching now? Were you not excited about coaching before? I can coach you right now. I do have some energy. And I mean, if you are here and I'm there, what are the chances? What are the chances that we're here connected at this exact time when I don't go live normally? Oh yeah, I don't do. They have offered me that. I'm like, I want to have less on my plate, honestly, right? Because right now, you know what's going on when we do this, the drop shipping and Amazon, and I know that I'm doing that too. We're going from I don't have money and I want to make money, right? So I'm going to do all these things to make money because I don't have money. I know that's what I'm creating for an experience right now. Like, why did I go into Amazon? Because I wanted to have a way of making easy money. Well, I still work a little bit, but also I had fun. Like, I have fun. Like, here, I drink this, I eat this, and all my stuff on my Amazon store is just stuff that I personally use. Right? There's some stuff that I found, or actually the team that's doing the once a week stuff, they're posting stuff about mindset and stuff. But other than that, it's all product that I've used, and I have a lot of people on TikTok that follow me, and they're there all day, and they come at night, and I have people from all around the world, and like, oh my God, what is this? And then I just like, hey, by the way, it's something that about myself and I love, right? So that's why I got this. so that people can actually have an easy place to find stuff that I use. Ooh, nice. Oh, I'd look at that. I still am not in the vibration of writing yet. Last week, actually, this weekend, well, on Friday, after the girls were gone, I came back home, and because twice last week somebody said, oh my God, you should write something. Like, write in a journal. And I'm like, it's not exciting right now to write for me. Once again, what's up, my puppy? Oh, puppy d'amour. Oh, mon petit bébé d'amour. Wanna say hello? Hello. Hi. Hello. How you doing? Oh, how are your babies going? I know you had puppies last time. You had pups or doggies. It seemed to me you had dogs. Working women is your niche. Nice. Well, I'm starting to. I think that's gonna be my niche too. Right? You are the niche. Working women is not your niche. You are the niche. That's why I'm not. My niche is not grief. My niche is not love attraction. My niche is not mindset. My niche is me. And I'm all of this. Oh, good. It's good to hear. Good to read. But yeah, so I'm still like, writing stuff. But I did start just writing. I just started like a quarter of a page. I started a quarter of a page on the weekend. And I just said, I love my daughter so much. I love you so much, my daughter. And then I was talking to a guy on Facebook dating at the time. Like, oh, women supporting women. I support, that's cool. For me, I support self-love for everyone. And if it's the women that get healed, they step up in their divine feminine. And if it's a man, I'm helping men, then I'm helping men step into their divine masculine, so that they can be a safe place for the divine feminine to rise. We can do all the work we want on ourselves, but also, to drop in our feminine, it takes a masculine man to make us feel in our feminine energy at the core of just receiving and not stressing about anything, that he's a provider, he's going to take care of. I'm looking forward to attracting that man. I know it's already done. God's already said it's yours. It's done, girl. And so, and it's fun because I'm a very, for me to know something is done, it's really about the senses, right? You can imagine it's done. I know I'm not going to spend the rest of my life by myself. Oh, cool. Wow. That's super cool. Cookbooks, that I could probably do. And I do have another book too for kids but that's maybe a project. I've written a kid's book. When my husband was sick, actually I wrote 2 about their dad dying, and that he's always gonna be there, whatever, right? And I have the story, just don't have pictures for it. And I think in our homeschool, I'll get the girls to do pictures for these things. So that's gonna be a book for us, but also for their children. Oh, that's amazing! I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. That's super cool. Chat GPT. I'm just gonna write that down. We always exchange amazing things. Oh my God, I don't know. GPT. I feel like I sound is it goofy? It's a weird laugh that I have. Arrête, Friendship. It's an amazing laugh. It's an amazing laugh. I won't say it's weird. It's a new laugh though. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I do have a lot of recipes that would I just need to take pictures of the food. No, have a nice picture of the food I made. But things are coming along, yeah. Because a book is not just a novel. At one point, the novel will come. I did write though. There's a lady from something publishing who had called me, and then we did an interview, and I paid money to be part of that book. It was back in March. We had the interview, and that's super cool. Oh yeah, well, Chat GPT, like you talk and then it translate. Is that what it is? No. Anyway, I'm gonna check it out. So I did this interview and then we had to everything was just kind of transcripted. She puts that in the book. It's about 20, less than 20 women, and it's like how we are the not empowerment. I don't know. That one edition is 20 women who have a story that empowers women. Anyway, I don't even know what happened with that. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I already have the story written. I just need to put them on paper. Oh man, I could probably use that from... Because I just don't want to write. It's a lot of words. Fuck, it's a lot of words. just the part for that book, it's about 10 pages. Like it was a half hour, 40-minute interview, and it's about 10 pages. And so they send us the interview on paper with the one that we hear, like the actual interview, and then we correct or we can change some information if you want. We can add and remove some stuff because the goal is to put in the book, right? And I'm reading the transcript. I was like, wait, what? What did I say there? What? And so I start a lot of sentences. And then I start some more sentences. The stories all connect in the end. But it was like, there's a lot of little and. I'm like, is that what I really said? That sound. And then I go and listen to it. I'm like, oh shit, that really is what I was saying in these words. So it took me, I was correcting the 10 pages. I said, screw that. I'm not even going to listen to the interview and type. I kind of read what I was in the paragraph and I just rewrote the paragraph and add some more information and just made the sentence look pretty. It took so long. And actually I passed the due date, but she's like, don't worry, everybody also did. And now I don't even know what's going on with that book. Whatever, it's gonna happen at one point. And it was supposed to be on Amazon. Like they're like, for that price, we're gonna promote it on Amazon and blah blah. And then like before they send us everything, it's like, yeah, we're gonna be reimbursing. I don't even know if they reimburse me. I probably should check on that. I probably should check on that project because I didn't see she didn't mention if the book was done, because that was like back in May, June that I had sent her my correction. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to write a book with my recipes though. That's the thing. Yeah, I like to put my stuff in it. I have a bunch of good recipes that I want to share with the world. But that's really cool. Have you tried those recipes yet? Oh, you want to go down, puppy? You want to go down? Is that what you want? But yes, I have a cookbook coming. I have a novel coming. I have, what else? It's all coming because they're all planned, right? Canva and Canva, yeah. Should I write that down? Because I know I have Canva. Oh, cool. That's good. That's good. Then you get to share part of your soul to the world, of his heart. But yeah, so I don't know. I follow one step at a time. I follow the guidance. I do believe when I get... So yeah, so like, since I don't have TikTok, I'm like, you know what? No. It feels good to not send my kids to school, to not send my kids there to the school. Like, to have the freedom, you can just travel anywhere anyone. And so like, right, if I get acting or they get acting or... Yes! Oh, we all got this. Well, God got us, so of course we got us, right? One step at a time. If I don't look further than like the now or today and feel the highest excitement of today, it's not stressful. right? It's not stressful. And if I look further, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know I'm gonna pay for this. I don't know I'm gonna do it. No, today. And actually tonight, right, today I had a payment that passed, and I'm like, I got money, like the last bit of money that's coming from the other account was like, I'm like, you gotta come today, you gotta get in the account. I don't want to have my payment to be bouncing. And it would just happen. It was beautiful. Everything went through. And I'm like, thank you. You came through, right? And I acknowledge God and the energy of money and the energy of being supported. I acknowledge that it came through for me today. Just like I'm like, in my brain, because there's a part of me that's like, oh, yeah, I work a lot behind the scene on the on the stress parts. I can come and share the positive one here. Oh, and no, it's a big work. I work hard on that mindset. Gosh, I cry a lot because I'm like, oh my God, super stressed, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I allow you to cry now because that's how you feel and that's okay. But I also know, right, my inner being's like, I also know things are working out always, right? So, oh, my puppy. Yeah. But yeah, so tonight, because that's the one thing with masculine, with like the guys that I've met and talked in the past, they say they would be there and then they weren't always there, right? That kind of was like, couldn't count on people. Yeah, but I'm not quite sure, right? So there was no like, yes, I'm going to be there. Yes, right? There's no commitment that way. And people coming through for me all the time, there was like, that weird energy around that and around that money and stuff. And so tonight I said, oh my God, thank you for having showed up for me today, right? Money is like a man. It wants to be appreciated, it wants to be desired, it wants to be acknowledged for the work it's done. See, I have done all I could to be here, right? So tonight I said, oh my God, thank you for having been there as you said you would. And thank you, I can count on you, right? I was able to say to money, I can count on you. And then from this one acknowledgement, I was like, thank you. When my husband passed away, you were there too. Thank you, money, for having taken care of me, right? When I didn't know what was going to happen, I knew that money was coming, but thank you for having been of support and having showed up for me. And so if I can say, oh my God, when I was 12, that one time, I kept saying, my whole story was like, I was 12, I had $1,000, I put it in investment, then a year later, I had lost $200 and I took it out because I'm like, I didn't trust them, so I had to pay $100 in fees because I was breaking the 2-year contract. And so at 12, I'd invested $1,000 and I already had lost $300. So that kind of had a negative impact on me. And then tonight I said, oh my God, I needed money at the time. Thank you so much for having been there for me and having showed up for me, right? Finding all the times that money has actually like, oh my God, I didn't think it was going to happen, and boom, it happened. I didn't think you were going to show up, and boom, you showed up. Surprise, you're there just perfectly on time. Because by being in this energy of like, oh my God, you did show up like last minute, but not last minute, but you showed up perfectly on time. So that, right? Because the payment could have gone before the money comes in, but the money came in right before the payment, like in the same day. Because I was like, I don't know what time my payment goes through. I don't know what time my payment comes through, but I know the money is supposed to be coming in like today. Yeah, like, I was like, thank you. And, but yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm not worried. I'm letting the universe handle it. Thank you. Yeah, but the thing is, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I had this payment that was coming through on the Thursday, and I didn't have the money in my account, but I had my kids' money because it's the RESP, so it's my kids' like when they go to school later on. So I'm taking money. Well, this time I took money out of their bank account to fill it in because I mean it's still gonna be their money anyway, so just put in a different account. And usually I'm the one investing money from my account in there, but this time I'm like, okay, I need to borrow your money, girls, to put in your account for later on. And I put the money in the bank account. Then later on that day, I had the babysitter that came, and said, "Did you pay me for like the last 2 times, I don't think you paid me. I'm like, oh, maybe not. So before I came back from my dinner, because the payment that was supposed to go through did not go through that day, or did not go through during the day. And I came back, it was 10 o'clock at night, and still did not go through. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's just tomorrow. So I went to the bank and got $200 cash so I could pay her. But that meant I removed the money that would have gone through that day. Because I was going to pay her, and then I was going to do a transfer from my other bank account to replenish for the payment, the auto payment. And then I get to my money, and she's like, oh, in the end, like, you didn't owe me any money. And you didn't need to pay me because we looked, and in the end, I already had paid her. So I just owed her like $60 for the night. But I'm not kidding you, 20 minutes after she left, I had a payment that bounced back, a $40 insufficient fund for that one transaction. I was like, I didn't even need to take money out of that account for her, right? And I was like, and then now I got to pay $40 of this and that, because it passed like at 11:30 at night. And I was like, are you shitting me? I just needed like 2 minutes to go and put the fucking money in the bank account. The $40 insufficient fee is like ridiculous. But things happen that way because, and you know what? Things just perfect. As much as I was like, are you fucking kidding me shit? Right? I didn't have to. But because I did that, what did we do the next day? Oh, that weekend we went in the old Montreal, and we went and did an activity. And that night there was the Cirque du Soleil. They have a show, Kuza, I think it is this year. So, and it's a show I wanted to go see all year, like all summer since April. And we get there, tickets were half price. So like it cost me like maybe $120 for the 3 of us, and then I paid an extra $100 for the VIP during the intermission. But if it was not from the payment bouncing the night before, we would not have had the freedom to go and check out the show. Because I mean, it bounced back. So I'm like, they're just gonna call me or send me a letter or something to say it didn't pass, it didn't go through, and that's it. That's all that's gonna happen. And so anyway, so I received. Did they call me? Oh no, I had to call them for another reason that week. And I sent them a message, and they said, oh, don't worry, just because it's RESPs, right? It's not. I'm not paying for a service, as I'm investing money. So when the girls decide to go to school after high school or whatever, they get that money back with a bunch of money from the government. So they're like, oh, don't worry if you miss a payment. The next month you'll pay the payment plus the fee, just like the fee that bounced back. That's it. So no worries there. I'm like, oh thank you. So I'm okay if I skip that month, I'll just pay the fee next time. I don't have to repay, like I don't have to do 2 payments, just one with the fee. And we were able to go see the show and have fun that night. So I'm like, well, thank you, because I would not have had the funds today to do that if that did not happen. But today money did show up. I'm like, for my car, I'm like, okay, that car is my car, I really love it. And the version of me has that car already paid off, already lives in Los Angeles. So even the private school here that was manifesting 10 grand for the year, like I was manifesting $1,000 a month extra. If they were to go to private school in Los Angeles, it's a little more expensive than that. And even here, my rent is $1,750 a month. Well, if I'm going to Los Angeles, it's more expensive than that. So I gotta think bigger. I'm not manifesting for the life here. I'm manifesting for the life there. It's already done over there, right? So it's just a different kind of energy. If I'm thinking small, I only need an extra 2 grand. No, you need an extra 15 grand to have that life over there. Or at least, no. I'm not manifesting the money. I'm manifesting the husband. The husband is a provider while I can enjoy. I'll put my puppy on the floor. But now I'm choosing to see that even when payments bounce back, it's for a good reason. I needed the money for something else. Eh, qu'est-ce qu'il y a principe là? Arrête, mon amour, arrête. Okay. And that's why I know I'm like, okay, TikTok, has suspended me for the month on my live. Well, it's for a good reason. So I'm on Patreon too, but I haven't done any live yet there. I don't have any followers yet there. But I do offer coaching as texting, not just not sexting, texting. For those who watch the live later, I did not say sexting. So don't get any ideas, Mrs. Day. Mrs. Day. Oh, sexting Marie-Ève, nice. That's only my man who gets to sext with me. He gets to sext. Yeah, not you, not you. I know you, not you. I know you, not you, not you. I know you, not you. And even, we're not going to be sexting when he's my life because we're going to be living together. I'm telling you, once I meet, hey, how you doing, King Cub? Hey, are you the guy from California who works at the restaurant? Which, well, I'll just check it out on internet. I really prefer doing things myself. But cool. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Papilla. So what's new with you? I don't like when he gives me kisses. I'm in bed and he licks my hands or he comes to my face like, go away, go away. The one time he goes away and he knows. When I get the vibrator out, the girls are at school or whatever. When I get the vibrator out, yeah, he moves. Oh, you're the guy. Okay, you're in Fort Lauderdale. Hey. But yeah, once that little buzzer is out, he knows not to be near me, not to touch me. This morning, like today, he was like just cuddling me and just like licking my hands. I'm like, oh, go away. And then I start the buzzer. He's like, he moves away. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, you know me. Yeah. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. Have a good night. I'm gonna get going to bed to 2:14 after all. Could probably go for a little nap. I'm glad we're connected. I'm glad we're connected. He's just so cute. I know you can't see his face, but his face, like, it's just so adorable. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Baby. Oh, no. Yeah, well, I was almost falling asleep. Then I got up. I was not even gonna get up. I was just ready to go to sleep, and I went to the washroom, so I brought my phone, and I started watching TikTok, and then I started crying. I started seeing something, and then, oh, there's a guy who said, on one of the TikTok video I watched, the guy says, you know that feeling? Yeah, I'm in Brossard. Like, you know that feeling that you have in your heart or somewhere in your body? Like, stop for a minute, stop scrolling, just listen to this video, and then you're very flexible, my puppy. And then the guy says, close your eyes, talk to that feeling, and tell it that it belongs. I say to that feeling, you belong. And then I started crying, like whatever the pain in my body was, and I'm like, you belong. And I was crying and bawling, and then I saw another post where the girl posted like a page from her book, and it said, have you seen yourself lately? You are so, what is it? You're so resilient. You've been so resilient. You're from West Island? Cool. You've been so resilient, and you've grown so beautiful, and blah, blah. And I just started crying again. I'm like, okay, I know I need to go and do some crying session. And then it was like maybe an hour. My daughter, it was just convenient that my daughter had put a bunch of blankets on the floor with a pillow. She kind of made a little bed for her to play on. Well, I got to use it tonight on the floor. And Puppy was just like lying beside me eating my Kleenex. As soon as I cry, he comes close. And as soon as he hears the box of Kleenex, like, and he just comes in like, where are the Kleenex? Where are the Kleenex? Because he eats them. So I'm like, just, and I give the Kleenex to Puppy. I know he's going to eat them anyway. And he just like, he gnaws at them. He doesn't swallow. I don't think he swallows them. I think he just eats the snot or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But he loves my Kleenex, my used Kleenex. He likes it when I cry. It's his treat. Here's your treat, my puppy. Yeah. And after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a live on Instagram tonight. Oh, that must feel good. Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, something that happened this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm okay. And today was a lot of grief. Today there was a lot of grief. A lot of missing my husband. And it was acknowledging the feeling. And I told grief in my body that it belonged. It was okay if it stayed. That it belonged. And then there was a lot of, I haven't cried that much for my husband in the past 6 years. Yeah. But yeah, tonight I felt the pain of like all of it, a lot of it. And I hugged myself. As I was crying tonight, I said, you know what? I'm not even going to transmute that energy. I'm not even going to reframe my sadness. I'm not even going to do any of the stuff that I do normally. And I just saw myself as if I would see my daughter. Your name is John. Well, nice to meet you, John. I'm Marie-Ève. So I decided to see myself as if I would see my daughter. By the way, it was good to know. So I was in my little ball and then just hugging me tight. Oh, thank you. And so I hug myself and I allow myself to cry as if I was holding someone that I would just love. And so I'm just here. And then I cry and I cry and I cried. Not wanting to change the thing, just allowing it. And just holding myself. So I held my inner self, my inner child, my inner teenager. And then that a lot of it transmuted from that. And allowing it to be there. So how's the weather in Fort Lauderdale? Oh la la, oh la la, oh la la. Oh la la, oh la la, oh la la. Oh la la. You just don't have the same view as I do. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. A contest vote services. How you doing? Vote service. It's just so cute. We saw a skunk tonight. We went for a walk tonight with the girls and I with the puppy. And when we came back, the skunk was just crossing the street. But he got sprayed. I don't know, what, 3 months ago? He got sprayed by a skunk. That was not fun. That's why I don't put him outside at night anymore. Either you pee in the house, or I get up and I put him on a leash and walk him just to the curb and come back. Yeah? Yeah. Because in the backyard, yeah. He just starts running after whatever's in the backyard. And he goes into that. Oh, cool. What are you doing in Montreal? Hey. Hi. And what are you doing also in Fort Lauderdale? What got you there? $97 today. That's pretty nice. But Montreal was pretty nice, warm too today. It was really nice today. Yeah, it was nice outside today. $97 in Celsius. That's in like the 30s. Because 104 is like 40. I'm just going with the temperature on my spa. Like, I know my spa 104, It's about 40 degrees. So 37, 97, I mean the high 30s. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So when is bringing you back to, why are you back to Montreal? So you live in Beauplaisir? That's cool. So do you live like, do you do 6 months there, 6 months here? Are you a snowbird? No, I can do that too. I decided I was homeschooling my kids. So technically, I could do that. Oh, technically, I could do that. I just don't have a house here or a house somewhere else, but... I was like, I can't do that with children that go to school. But they don't go to school. And I'm looking for Los Angeles more. But that'd be cool. Oh. Man, having my kids, homeschooled just opened a shitload of doors. Holy fudge, yeah. Oh my god. Wow, that is so good. I did very well. We're gonna get going to bed. Let's go cuddle in bed, my puppy. Let's go cuddle in bed. That's cool. Yeah, that's good. Because I was checking, because for me I was looking, and alright, if you leave for less than 183 days, you get to keep your health stuff here. And then so if I was to leave, September 1st, I'm thinking of going to do like a road trip with my girls, maybe September, October, because this house that I have, I'm renting it, but I got it until the end of October. I don't know where I'm going after that, but I said, oh my god, we could go and do a trip to California. My goal is to move there at one point, so. But actually, I'm manifesting that I'm already a California girl, so no, my plan is not to move there. I already live there. But, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't remember. Anyway. Oh yeah, so the 183 days. So I was like, if I go like whatever, less than 183 days before Christmas, and then I think it brings us to like July, so I could have gone in July, but you do that, and then once every 7 years, you can actually have the, not biennial year, but there's a year, once every 7 years, you get to leave more than 183 days outside the country and keep your health your health benefits. So if I was to leave now, so less than 183 days till Christmas, then I do the whole year next year, and then I could do 183 days for the year after. I could come back in like June next year, like in 2 years, in June in 2025, and could still have my health benefits here. I think the only thing is you need to have an actual address. But I was like, that's interesting. Again, my goal is to have full citizenship there at one point. But maybe not. Maybe that's not the goal. I don't know. I'm just like seeing like options of how I can go there. Because I want to go there. There's a lot of acting gigs that I'd like to be part of. And just being by the beach all year long. Like, not by the beach, but just like sunny all year long. Oh, yeah. That's just amazing. When I walk in my neighborhood with my puppy, I always imagine that this is my neighborhood in Los Angeles. Like, this is pretty damn nice. Yeah. This is the weather all year long. Oh my god, I actually get to leave. I can leave. And if I don't want to leave, then I have friends that have houses that do leave for 6 months, and I could probably be in their house for 6 months. Do like house. Oh, I could do house sitting, if anything. Oh no, I'm moving over there. We're moving over there. It's done. There's just so many options. And the universe is gonna bring me the most beneficial option of all. That's so sweet. Oh, yeah, I'm so good. Oh, good. Okay. Ah, that's because you're looking from the eyes of money. Money is just energy. And if you go with your dreams, then the universe will bring you the money and resources that you need. What if I meet a millionaire? Los Angeles is not even expensive. For somebody who has the money, it's not expensive. Right? That's why you're in Florida, because you could not afford Los Angeles. But somebody had said, and she's a coach, and she said, why are you not living in Florida where taxes are less expensive than Los Angeles? She said, because for me, it's in Los Angeles I want to be. If I'm anywhere else in the world, and if I was to go to Florida because it costs less money, I would not be as happy. And because money is energy and reflects our inner state, I would actually lose money. Yes, she's paying more in taxes, but because her energy is higher and she's vibrating higher over there, she's actually manifesting more money than if she was going there, because that would be a limitation. So she's like, no, actually, me not being in Los Angeles, I'm losing more money than anything else because I would not be fully happy, right? So that's why I'm like, no. If I'm going to Florida just because I can't afford Los Angeles, I don't understand manifesting, and I don't understand the law of the universe. I don't understand how manifesting works, because what is your dream? When you imagine that you are unlimited in money and abundance, if I win the $70 million, where do I go? Florida or Los Angeles? Los Angeles, like California. That's a giver. Cool. Where Huntington Beach? Where's that? I don't know where that is. I don't know where Orange County is either. California. I'm assuming Orange County is like what, oranges? So like in Florida. But for me, I'm not a big fan of living near where there's like hurricanes and stuff. I know Florida is bigger than that, but also I want to be able to see the water. So living near the coast, there's that season of hurricane and stuff. Not on the other coast. And there's a lot of more options for us anyway that I receive anyway at the moment. So for me, it would not make sense to go anywhere else. And that's for love. If there's a lot of stuff about Colorado. For some reason, I track a lot of stuff about Colorado. There is someone there that could be potentially interesting. Orange County. Oh, cool. Could check that one out. But yeah, so that's why I don't. Oh, is the other guy from Huntington Beach? There's a guy I talked on Instagram the other day. He works at a restaurant. He's a chef or sous chef at one of the restaurants south of LA, at one of the little town beach. I don't think it's that one, but yeah. So I'm like, you know what? No, and in my dream life, I would have my yearly forest fires I have this year as well. Earthquake doesn't scare me. Because they're like once in a while. Hurricanes every year, there's going to be hurricanes. So, And I like that there's not as much rain on the other side too. Like when we went to Florida a couple of times to Disney, yeah, I bought my ticket to go to Epcot, got to enjoy like 20 minutes, and then it was pouring rain the whole day. I enjoy the stability of California and just like kind of more, not predictable, but I feel safer there. But yeah, forest fire. I mean in Canada. I live from I worked with a coach last year, and he's from Colorado. He's a veteran from Colorado, and good looking, very good looking, very good looking. But we haven't talked in a while. Like we chat a little bit. I had a couple questions for him this last weekend, but since last year, like at one point, I was giving my conference last year. There was a bunch of ladies in army clothes, and now like I see, it's ridiculous. Like his last name is Bull, but I see Red Bull everywhere. Like I'm not kidding you, Red Bull ads. Like I go to a store, a shelf full of Red Bull with the sign in Red Bull, and now like yes, this weekend was like Colorado, like a car, Colorado, and then I open up a thing about Los Angeles and real estate. And then the first thing that pops up is Colorado, because they also have offices in Colorado. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then like license plate, Canadian veteran license plate. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like really? Anyway, so who knows? I'm like, I'm still going to Los Angeles. I'm going. But I'm like, this is one option. I mean, the guy is good looking. He's a great coach. Like he's got a good masculine energy. Well, not fully yet, but if we're all needing of healing, I mean, he also does. So I don't know. I said to the universe, I'm gonna be a resident. Right. If I'm a California, I'm a resident of the U.S. Either I get to marry someone there, or I get to have a contract in a movie, or as a coaching, like I can have a lot of money I can invest, and right, the different ways. And he's one of the ways. And I was looking for houses, because he said, hey, if you're a veteran, click here, right, when you buy houses. And veterans, I mean, we would save a lot of money. He saves a lot of money by being a veteran. He doesn't have to pay like the down payment when he buys a house. How pretty sweet is that? He can buy a $10 million house, and he doesn't have to put $1 million down payment. He just pays the closing fees of $200,000 plus the mortgage. But I mean, it's a pretty good deal. I was like, okay, let's just imagine. Well, I get my residency. He's good looking. I know he really cared about me, so that was good. And he's very well respected and just all this shit. Like, there's a lot of benefit. There would be a lot of benefit. I look at me thinking of, being with someone. But you know what's fun? Because in my healing, like I'm imagining something. And I don't know what changed this weekend. But yesterday, on Tuesday, I had my first role. My first role of acting, where actually I speak. Like it was not just an extra in the background. I actually had a little speaking role. And first time I'm doing one for an actual project. And so I was like the girlfriend of someone. And we're on a couch and just like, oh, hi. He's like, feels like it would be good if I just put my arm around you. I'm like, yeah, that sounds fine. And it just felt so nice to be like in, like having an embrace, like an arm of a guy just holding me. Oh, I know Los Angeles works out. I just don't know when, I don't know how, I'm not telling the universe how it's happening. And I don't hope it works out, I know it works out. Being on the South Shore here, that was a dream of mine since I was 12. When I'm from Amos, in Abitibi. And I was 12, I came and babysat my niece and nephew in Saint-Hyacinthe. And I saw like the neighborhood was awesome. And I always wanted to be near Montreal. But when my husband, he was working in mining, so we were in Thompson, Manitoba, Timmins, Ontario, Sudbury. And then when he got cancer, we were in Toronto. And so after he passed away, I moved in Sutton. We had a house there. So I was there for 2 years. I never thought I was going to be in Brossard. But then things kind of went to shit with the in-laws that were my neighbors. And I just wanted to run away. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm going to love and respect myself. And within a week I was gone. I wasn't here. And then, working and feeling safe within myself, I'm like, oh shit. This is like dream neighborhood. Like, it's so nice. My kids can actually bike and walk and play in the street. I feel like it's amazing, right? So life brought me here. So that's why I'm like, okay, Los Angeles, it might not be direct. It might be direct, but I might actually move different places before I get there, but I know I'm getting there. Like even, we had a talent agent in Los Angeles for my kids and I. And actually last month I said, well, no thank you, we're gonna be good now, not really interested, and especially we're in Quebec right now. It's not quite, I'm not gonna pay you a fee and another agent here a fee like in Quebec. No. If I'm the one doing the work, I'm gonna get paid fully. I don't need to give my money away like that when I'm the one doing the work to find myself some job. So we let them down, we let them go. But today I received another email from another agency saying, hey, we got your file from your kids and would like to have an interview and see if your girls would be a match to our agents. And then the girl's like, oh yeah, let's do it. I'm like, girls, not right now, right? This is it's the first one that we actually attract. And I said, I'm your agent. Right now, I'm your agent. Right now, I still give you the name. So we're starting to attract now. And I said, nah. The people who are going to be representing us, it's not if I'm a match to their agency or they're a match to who I am and who I am in my reality, right? So I'm like, I'm going to let people come to me, and if they want to be the one, because working with us is a freaking privilege. Now before I was like, oh my God, I put the agent on the pedestal. Like, oh my God, the agent, we have an agent, we're so special. Now it's like, oh shit, wait, they're the one who should feel special to have us, right? And I'm sure they do, but, so I'm not just gonna take the first one that says yes. Like, there's gonna be some negotiation the next time. But right now, I'm the one who's gonna deal with my kids, and because I'm not yet at the point of following the guidelines that they give us. You need to have all your headshots like this and all of that, and I'm not there yet. If we don't have anything, I'm okay. I am so okay with not having anything, because I believe that the roles that are meant for us will find us no matter what. Just like the role I did this week. Actually, this man, I had given my name. It was a post on Facebook in the summer, and he just needed someone to do a voiceover. I said, all right, so I did the voiceover quickly for his little sketch that he was just doing. And now, like 2-3 weeks ago, he's like, oh my God, like, I actually have, now that the movie was in production, and it's like, I have this this actress that was doing this role, and she actually got into an accident and never got back to me. And so, would you be able to fill in? That day I said, you know what, for me, the roles that are meant for me are finding me. And that day I get that message. That's a belief. The universe knows where to find us. I already am connected to people over there, so I don't need to get my name first. I've worked with a casting director. You only need one person who knows you. So that casting director, we worked with him last year and this year too. I did work in the spring. Yeah, I didn't do a class with him. So, and he worked with my kids. And now I receive email like monthly when he gives another Zoom class. And he's an Emmy-nominated casting director. And so he knows me. He knows my story. He knows my kids. And I received something, like the other day I received there was an email saying, hey, here's a movie, I want, like, with roles, give your name, give me your stuff right here, don't need to go through anything else. But I was not in LA, so if I would have been in LA, I would have given it to him, but yeah. So, I did have a billboard on Times Square last year. So 2 years ago, I finished my website, and I was like, oh, okay, clients can finally, people can finally find me. And then 5 minutes later, I received a call from a company named PBN Podcast from New York. Man, I give all these big names, New York, Los Angeles. Work with, man, gosh, shit. Right? I'm like, oh, I'm a nobody. Yeah, you're a nobody that people find you from the capital business of the world, and, oh, shit them out. Like, I gotta wake up, like, my reality is more grand than I perceive it to be. And so they call me and say, hey, yeah, we found your name on, like, we found you, or you're a coach, yeah. Would like to have you for an interview. I'm like, okay. And I did an interview. And I said, oh, by the way, like, how did you find me? She's like, oh, we found you on Facebook. So maybe my website, Facebook. They just found Marie-Ève. I don't know how they found it. Again, not my job. The universe will make people see the pose they need. And that company is also that did that podcast. They also are working with it's a big box, like they make movies as well. So it's like, yeah, we don't just do podcasts, they have a branch for movies and TV shows and stuff. So I'm like, oh, there's a lot of connection. So this is why I'm like, I'm promoting myself as a coach, but that's not, I'm out coaching me. I'm going to still be doing some coaching maybe, but maybe I'll be just full-time actress. I don't know. I don't know where life is bringing me, but it's bringing me on the screen in front of people, millions of people, for sure. And but yeah, so they called me and then we did the interview. Then I did 20 episodes of podcasts with a lady with somebody over there in New York. She's Jill Nicolini. She's I think she's a news anchor. Right? At one point she was a news anchor. Anyway, she was on TV. And then I had a full year of my own by myself, and the podcast by myself. But through them, they said, oh yeah, and by the way, for like $5,000, what if you were to have your billboard on Times Square? I'm like, yeah. So I had a billboard on Times Square. Like, on Times Square. My picture was there and everything was there. That was a pretty freaking kick-ass. Fuck, that was kick-ass. So things like, right? There's stuff that I don't even know I want that the universe knows is delivering me, and yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's not even about luck. What's meant for me will find me. What's meant for you will find you. It's enjoy, allow it and enjoy all the good things. Oh, that mind, yeah. Oh, I don't hope I'll find it. I know. Right? Hope versus knowing energetically. Right? Do you hope the sun will get up tomorrow? No, we know it will get up tomorrow. Right? That feeling like, come on, I know it's the sun. Come on, I know, right? And I'll say, oh, I hope the sun, right? So the same thing. I know that man, and I'm not gonna find it. Of course, we're gonna find each other, because when I'm on the frequency, on the vibration of it. So let's say my dream relationship is on the frequency of bliss and love and like really a lot of happiness, right? But if I'm on the frequency of frustration or anger, which is even lower, if you check emotional frequency on Google, it's already here. The couple, the union is already happened. But now I'm on the frequency, I'm wearing glasses of anger. Man, it's not coming fast enough. I'm impatient. Instead of knowing it's already done. Yeah, it's already done, right? The day that man isn't, like, I'm in his arm and cuddling with him, am I hoping for him to be here? No, it's like right there. Like, am I hoping to have this PJ right now? Oh my God, when am I going to have this PJ? No, I already have it. This is what I'm working on. That feeling. Before I get what I want. I know. He will find me. I'm going to be the flower, and he's going to be the bee who comes and finds me. But that's why this is like to the feminine she receives, right? If I'm the one looking for my man, I am in the masculine energy of doing the actions. But the truth is, I'm the one who's the flower and just blossoms. The more I love myself and blossom and stay still and not be in action all the time, then I'm attracting the bees. But yeah. Oh, I know that. But also, because I know what I want wants me more. And again, that what's meant for me will find me. So if it's not there yet, it's because maybe I was asking not enough. I'm undercutting myself still. Like, just this is good enough. And God is like, oh God, lady, I'm giving you all of this. I'm not just giving you this. I'm giving you this. Start thinking bigger for what you deserve and what you're getting. God, like, you're the one creating your man from your imagination. Imagine big. Imagine all of it. But with this, it was nice, right? If I'm going to, like this week, I said, okay, I am already in a relationship, for me, there was a little bit of pain with, oh, I'm a wife, right? Because technically I am a wife, but my husband is dead. How the fuck am I supposed to manifest a husband if I keep saying I'm a wife, but my husband is dead? That one is because I am a wife. And so I did some reframing this weekend of saying I'm a wife, and because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not a wife anymore because the government said so, right? But the truth is the government is not God. It doesn't decide if I'm still a wife to my husband, my first husband, or not. And actually, I got this contract already with the guy I'm supposed to be, right? We're in a soul contract. So I'm already married with that person. I'm like, I'm sorry I cheated on you with my first husband. But yeah, so to me, it was not even seen because I'm not beautiful, right? In my journey as a widow, have you dated after you dated? So it's a hard word. Having sex, no. Having my widow face, yes. Now I've been 2 years without meeting, like, actually, seeing people in person. But I was a year and a half talking to a guy who he would come on my live daily, and well, I've never met him ever, so I'm like, okay, enough. I'm good now. I'm done. I can only stay so long with someone with a in a situationship. At one point, but that was good. Like, I got to learn to know more about myself and what I desired. So there was a lot of good things that happened in this situationship. And I guess if I'm in this situation, it's because I'm not ready yet to receive the actual, right? If I was still allowing this to happen, it was just me not still ready for an actual relationship. Still healing, but yeah, no, I've not. Nobody's ever has taken me out on an actual date. There was one date. Then I ended up being a one-night stand anyway. Because that's why the energy I was in. But actually, I've been taken out on a proper date. In 6 years, never. Never. No, all the guys I met were... Dude, yeah, I invited them over, or there was never an actual date where the guy was taking me out on a date. And I was even on Facebook dating for 2-3 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I want to go, and I'm gonna say yes. And this still didn't work out. This weekend, actually, I was supposed, like, there was a guy. I'm like, hey, let's meet. It's like, okay. I was eating my dinner at the restaurant. It's like, well, now, like, I gotta do my laundry. I had a long day. It's Friday. I have to do my laundry, my dishes, and clean my apartment. Then I have to shower, and then I can probably come and see you. I'm like, I'm already gonna be back on the South Shore. No, thank you. And then I was driving back to the South Shore. It's like, what if you came to my house? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. Like, I want to be taken out on a natural date, right? So I'm like, screw him, whatever. And then there was the other guy I was talking to, and he messaged me on Saturday. He's like, yeah, I think it was like 3 o'clock. I'm only available after 9 o'clock tonight. I'm like, yeah, I don't do like late evening dates. I don't like. It's not a date. That's not a date. That's a hookup. I don't do hookups anymore. And then I'm like, okay, goodbye. That's not gonna work for me. And he messaged me on Instagram. He's like, hey, baby. I'm like, did you just call me baby? Really? Like, seriously? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, no. So technically, no. There was a lot of talking, but it's a lot of talking. Not a lot of action taking from the man. And that's okay. I was not ready for it. Especially the guy of my dream that I'm imagining, right? Who's super awesome. I mean, the guy I was talking to, I didn't even see my words. Oh, if I was to take you on a date, when I take you on a date, this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, that's a shitload of money. Like, there's some part of me, it's like, that's still being taken, like, brought to a fancy restaurant. Last year it was supposed, we're supposed to go see a concert, and he had like VIP tickets and stuff, and I had not seen the guy, so I don't know what it looks like, right? And so I think the week before or something, we had kind of an argument or something, and said, I don't want to go. I didn't want to have sex because there was a part of me that felt like if I liked the guy, I would want to have sex with him. I'm like, I don't want a relationship where I want to have sex right away. Like, yes, I will be horny and shit, but I want to like take my time. And I knew like, I know me. And I was like, that's not what I want. And also I didn't know what the guy looked like. I was afraid I would be disappointed. Now later on I saw what he looks like. I would not have been disappointed. So that was on me. But yeah, things didn't work out from there. And but I'm like, man, I didn't see somebody investing in me without me having to return anything. That was really hard for me, like just to accept. It's still a little hard for me to accept. But I mean, I can be comfortable and be uncomfortable. I won't have a choice anyway because my dream man is a provider. So I gotta get comfy and receiving and having someone taking care of me, which is what I want, right? I do desire that. So I gotta go in my imagination. But like imagining that I was already in a relationship, then I manifested the role where the guy, she had his arm and it was super. I think I held the guy too. Like it felt good to be held. And then last night, I even dreamed, it was so vivid, that there was a guy behind me and just kissing my shoulders. I'm like, oh, I had a good feeling. I'm like, we're manifesting here. It's coming to fruition. It's like, yeah. It's like, just like, go in the imagination. I didn't want to get up this morning. I'm like, I just want to stay in my dream. It's better than waking up without my man. But tonight I was watching a TikTok video. And it was like Kirby, like the frog, whatever, the guy, the frog from Sesame Street, who was singing "You Are My Sunshine." And he was singing at the beginning like how he woke up, like he had in a dream where he was holding me in his arm, and he woke up and it wasn't there. And I'm like, oh my God, my dream man thinks the same, right? Because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I want to be in my dream so I can hold my person and like be held in his arm. But my dream man also dreams of that because I'm his person. Like I'm somebody. Like how exciting is it, even for you, that you are somebody's person? There's a lady out there whose dream man is you, and she goes to bed and she sleeps and she imagines like just like how I imagine myself. I imagine like having someone holding me when I cry or something, take care of me. There's someone who you are their dream person. And I was like, but I also, and that song, like, I feel so sad for my man who wakes up without me in his arm. Like, I was crying. Like, I felt so sad and so bad for the guy who just imagines me and, like, can't have me when he wakes up because he doesn't know I'm his person. And I'm like, oh, or he knows and he still hasn't, whatever, he still has his own fear or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sad. I felt sad for my man who couldn't hold me for real. It's like, hey, I'm right here. So I'm having a lot of fun in my imagination and just seeing my worth and like, oh my God. So, but yesterday, on Tuesday at the movie shoot, like the guy was a little stressed and he was doing some stuff and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, like, don't mind me. I'm just doing weird stuff when I get into character. And I'm like, oh, that's not weird. Like, you get to do whatever you want. It's like, what? You're the first person who says that's not weird. And, like, he was sweating so much. Like, the poor guy, fudge. And, like, I think he was very stressed or something. And you don't sweat like that unless you're stressed. But it was also very warm. And, like, I just, at one point, I was tapping him in the back. Because he kind of had a little fidget or something. And, like just had my arm, because we were kind of holding, like, no, like a couple, but it was like just having my arm in his back and just tapping him, like just saying kind of like, all is good, all is good. And when I made a mistake too, right, I was like, they were like, oh no, don't worry, all is good. Because I was stressed out about messing up my lines and how that would, but I'm like, everybody was apologizing, like, even the producer's like, oh, I'm sorry, the camera's not ready, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm here I am, stressing out as shit, because I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up, but they're all stressed out. They all have their own stress, like, thank you so much for being here, and I don't want to waste your time. Like, I don't want to waste it. It's your movie. I'm here until 3. If you want me, I'm available till this time. I'm not stressed time-wise. I'm stressed about missing all my lines and missing your timeline. Like, we're all like, oh my God, I'm sorry. So don't worry. And you, don't worry. As long as you accept me if I mess up my line, because I don't want to be too harsh on myself. But I'm like, man, I get to bring in the energy of, okay, it's all good. We're all good. You're my scene partner. All is good. All is good. And at one point, he said this line. It's like, we could sojourn to the city or whatever. And in my head, when I was running it, it was more of like somebody who's more angry and like, let's do this and where. And so in my head, I was practicing this. I'm like, yeah. And then he looks at me and he's singing like very like passionately. And like, I was just like lost. I'm like, I couldn't remember my lines. Like, this, I was kind of lost in his words. That was very weird. Oh, just those lines. I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm saying here. I was totally lost. I did not, I'm like, but this is good, because usually I would be like, oh my God, just like, I just froze and I would have beat myself up. But now I was like interested in how I was like stunned just by an emotion, because I know my man's gonna stun me and I will be speechless often, or I will have those reactions of like, I don't know what to say. Like, this is way, like, this is big, this is huge. I don't know what to say now. And I'm looking forward to those, right? There was a part of me that was afraid of my own reaction. I'm afraid I won't react properly. That is an actual fear of mine, right? Somebody does a surprise, and then I'm like, right, the being disappointed or something, and disappointing the other person who put so much effort. Oh, cool. My empowered pictures. Yeah, I love taking pictures. For me, modeling is like, for me, I used to not love my body, right? So taking those pictures are for me a way of seeing my body and just like, holy shit, I look hot. They're my reminder of how hot I look. And to love me more. There's one that like, I am naked and there's a spotlight on me. And to me, that picture was actually hard at first. I'm glad the guy did an amazing job on it, because me naked, like, you know, everybody looks good with clothes on, or even like sexy clothes on, lingerie. But naked me, I'm like, ooh, I still have sometimes a hard time at looking at the whole thing with no clothes. And I still look at myself in the mirror, but there's still a part of me that is, I need to love myself a little more. And this is why I went and did those pictures, to love myself in my bodysuit, not wearing anything else, but just my bodysuit. So it was for me a confidence. So it's not like I'm going to have some sexy picture. Yes, they are sexy, obviously, and I am full fucking sexy in there. And I do have a calendar that's gonna coming up. Not all of the, I won't have full on breasts fully showing. Maybe one, I'm still not sure if I'm putting it in there or not. It's one of my favorite pictures, but yeah, I know. And here I am posting them on Instagram. There are more pictures on Patreon. So I have a link for Patreon, and I don't remember at what tier I started some pictures, but yeah, I didn't post the picture all breast naked. Maybe one day I'll put them. I did put them for like 2 days, 3 days. Nobody signed up, and I removed them. But yeah, no. So I put extra. There are more pictures on Patreon, because I'm like, I don't want to post everything for free. I still get paid for this stuff. But I think like I did start a calendar. That I think if I can make pre-sales, I think I would sell it. Those pictures, like, for me, it's not even that I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get a lot of money. Yeah, I can make a lot of money, and the guys are gonna like it. But at the same time, I'm like, those pictures are just so fucking amazing. Like, to me, it's a shame that they're just in the file on my computer. Those pictures deserve to be seen by the world. I believe so much in me that, yeah, I believe my pictures deserve to be seen. I deserve to be seen to the world. I'm like the next the hottest woman on the planet. And my reality, I am anyway. So, and I create my reality. But yeah, I've said then, like, the calendar is ready. I just need to say, hey, who wants to buy it, and I'll print it so that it's ready and ship them so that it's a 2024 calendar. But yeah, at one point I might make a post. So if you're interested in a calendar, do send me a DM and say, yeah, I'd like one. Like, I'll check, how many people actually do want one, and I'll print it and I'll send it to you guys. So you get to have a little souvenirs of me, and you do whatever you want with it. I used to be in the past, I'm like, ew, but I know guys are gonna like jerk off on my face, or like just like look at me and like, I know that's what they're gonna be doing. And I'm like, well, I can't stop people from doing what they want to do, right? I can't stop that. And I think so we're gonna be like that. Well, I want the money for it. If you're gonna go on Instagram and take my picture and just jerk on it, might as well get paid for it. At one point there was a guy that I knew. He's like, I just like screenshot your Instagram picture and it's like on my computer, like the background of my computer. I'm like, but don't you have a girlfriend? It's like, yeah, but I'm like, well, you should have a picture of her on your computer, right? Because even though I'm putting myself out there, I'm teaching men when you have a woman, she's your top priority. Not, you don't put me on your background like that. It's like, yeah, but you're like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. And what did he say? How did he say? Not everybody can afford a Lamborghini. I'm like, well, that's a nice. I mean, compared to me, it's a Lamborghini. And like, well, your girlfriend should also be one. They should compare her to a Lamborghini. Not quite. Oh, that's a little sad. The man I'm gonna get is also a Lamborghini or whatever, another kind of. I did see Ferrari the other day. I went to the Ferrari dealership. I said, you know what? I was driving and poof, Ferrari was right there. I'm like, oh, let me go in and see what the car. Let me just get in the energy and just go see the car. Fuck, I'm on the, oh man. I got one of those vibrations. My mind is behind the manifestation in my life. Right? If I actually go into a Ferrari dealership, that's because my energy is at that I'm vibrating at that frequency. Because in the past I would not even have gone. But oh, that's nice. Now I say, you know what? I'm just gonna go in. That means I'm at the level. I'm there. Fuck, I'm there. Ah, shit. Alright, I'm downplaying everything. Fuck, I'm downplaying everything. I'm just like getting my own breakthroughs here. I think out loud. It's nice to have somebody to talk to and just have a sounding board. Like you say one word and I'm like, oh, I got all these ideas. But thanks. I've downplayed the traumas, but by downplaying the traumas, I'm also downplaying the blessings and everything that fucking comes to mind. I'm downplaying myself. What? Shit them out. The what? The what? Right? Like, I'm here, and I still act like I'm here. I still think like I'm here, but I'm here. Like, wake up, girl, wake up. Like, seriously, I had opportunities where my daughter, she went to a daycare, like at a service, and you know who her friends are? The Canadian hockey team, the goalie is their dad is the goalie of the Canadians. And then the other friend that they had is also part of the Canadian team, like the hockey team. So my kids were hanging out with the kids from the Canadian club. I'm like, that's cool. Last year they were invited, like my youngest was invited to the birthday party, and since it was at a big place, like I said, well, is that okay if I bring my other daughter? And she said, oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, I could not have told you I don't watch hockey, so yeah, he's a celebrity. He's a huge celebrity. I mean, he's one of the Canadian, like he's the goalie, one of the goaltender. And thank you, John. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I was hanging out with the wives, like the wives were at where I was, so they're the one I met more. I've never met the hockey player, but this one oh, hi, I'm Marie-Ève. Like, not impressed, but a little bit, but not more than that, right? It's like, okay, you're just a person, normal, where I don't know if the other guys there were also part of the hockey team, I don't know. And now as I'm talking about it, I'm like, holy shit, like seriously, hanging out, my kid, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And yeah, one of my friend Lily is an Emmy-nominated casting director. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? And actually, the girl that was not hanging out, but that at the business where my daughters were being babysat during COVID and stuff. It's a business that we've been since before too. She's the person, like she's the person who started the business, and now she owns many in the world. There's one in LA, one in New York, one in Laval, Montreal, and here in Brossard. Did she start one in Australia? I don't know. Anyway, she's got like that, or chain, and like she it's a pretty good business. And this is pretty cool too, like in the female, and she has her store. I'm like, man, she used to be at the Playboy Mansion. Like the people I'm meeting are pretty like freaking out there. Like, it's pretty damn cool. Like, I was on a billboard at Times Square. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm still like getting my head wrapped up around all of this shit. It's not shit. It's pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, I was there for my podcast, but guess what? I did the podcast, but it was also my first modeling gig for my own business. I was promoting my own business. Boom. I'm huge. Shit, I'm huge. It's hard to accept that I'm huge. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed and just go and soak in the... It's weird. It's really weird. Because I was also on TV. Thank you. I was also on TV in Manhattan for like a month. At a special that was going on their local TV. Still Manhattan, I mean. Still. And I was like, man, because I spent 50 grand for my podcast and all that was included with the podcast. And I'm like, I didn't get any clients. I didn't get anything. No. And now as I'm talking about it now, even though it's still true that I didn't get clients yet there, and that might not be what the purpose of this podcast was, to get clients. Maybe really for me was just to like spread my story and spread the knowledge about love attraction and stuff, and how we create our reality and manifesting stuff. Because in the end, my goal would be to, I see me on like interviews on the Jimmy Kimmel show, or like whatever, like some of the late night shows, and going to have fun and high and just chat and whatever, do some promotion there. And this is where I see myself. One time I want to host SNL, so I'm going there, right? But yeah. Ooh. But it's the first time actually. No, I'm single. Still single. But yeah, so it's like. What was I gonna say? I'm just like starting removing the lenses of the grief and like the stickiness of like. Now I get to go back on my story like, holy shit, oh, Wow, 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 all of this, holy crap. Anyway, guys, I'm actually gonna get going to bed. Yeah, it's still 3:12 here, and I have to bring my girls to their summer camp tomorrow. I don't know. Oh yeah, tomorrow I do have a podcast. Oh yeah, I have a podcast tomorrow, and a bank. I'm going to open a business account at the bank and ask for a loan, ask for money, and yeah. Oh, that was a good talk tonight. No, no, I think my vibrator is louder than that. That's the water cooler machine. There's something on it. No, I don't use it when my kids are there. Or I use it when they're outside. I don't know if they've ever seen it. It's like it's on my side drawer, but they don't look in those drawers, so there's like one that's fine, but this one they've never opened it. Actually, it's under the little drawer, so. No, that's the water cooler. It's kind of annoying, though. I'm looking forward to having a new fridge, like my new house. I'm having a fridge with like a water and ice machine in it. Yeah, that's the number one priority. All right, well, you have a good time in Montreal, and we'll stay in touch. And you have a good night. Samantha as well. You have a good night. Have a good. See you later. Bye.